Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Canelo Alvarez pound for pound list exposed. And look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. You know, I've gotten hundreds of requests to body bag these garbage pound for pound lists, these biased pound for pound lists, these fanboy pound for pound lists. You know, my brother True Jav Sportcast has requested me to body bag and bury these haters. You know, my brother Chris Santana basically come out and tells me to body bag these clowns as well. So we look at the pound for pound list. And it's the Champside 2022 pound for pound rankings. And look, I never judge somebody else's pound for pound list because what they decide, it's their list. They can pick who they want on it. No matter how garbage or trash this list is, no matter how disgusting this list is, this is their list. No matter how wrong it is, they have a right to be garbage. If they want to be garbage, if they want their list to be garbage, they have every right to be trash. And this list is trash and Champside is trash. So I understand. I have no problem with that if that's what these guys want. The problem that I have is sitting up here lying and masquerading as an honest, objective boxing platform, as a source for boxing education and knowledge. Don't try to hide your fanboyism in behind a cloud acting like you're some honest and objective boxing platform. You are a fanboy who likes to hate on greatness. People have to stop listening to these haters. I mean, look at this guy's entire top 10 pound for pound list. He has nothing but black fighters on there except for one, who's Josh Taylor at number 4. Everybody else is black. So he obviously has a racial bias towards black fighters. And, he has no Latino fighters at all. The guy is obviously biased. And, look, let's body bag this clown because this is not even objective. How can you take any of this serious when everybody in boxing has Canelo Alvarez as pound for pound number 1? Not to mention all the other garbage selections he's made on this list. Now, all of these fighters, they're talented, they're good fighters, but this guy's list is absolute garbage. I mean, look at it like this. Even Terrence Crawford has Canelo Alvarez pound for pound number 1, but this guy doesn't. This just shows you he's not in touch with reality. This man is a fanboy. Roy Jones Jr. has Canelo Alvarez pound for pound number 1 right now. Just shows you again, this guy is not objective. You've seen even Shakur Stevenson has Canelo Alvarez number 1 pound for pound. See, anybody that's an objective boxing observer has Canelo Alvarez number 1 pound for pound, far ahead of everyone else. This guy is simply not credible. He is a hater. He is not where you go to learn about boxing. He is not going to be honest with you, and he will not tell you the truth. This guy is spreading a narrative. He spread lies like he spread his cheeks. I mean, let's be honest and unbiased. I mean, let's body bag some of this clown's lies. First of all, he came out and stated that Canelo Alvarez will not fight Jermall Charlo, David Benavidez, Errol Spence, or Caleb Plant. But the lie detector determined that that was a lie. When you see that Canelo Alvarez has already knocked out Caleb Plant and he offered Jermall Charlo to fight back in 2019, but you're saying he won't fight any of these guys? This guy is obviously a rider for anything that's anti-Canelo. This guy is just spreading narratives and lies like he spread his cheeks. This guy is obviously some type of rider. We know what kind of guy this is. A fanboy rider. I mean, that's all this guy is. I mean, this guy, just to say this makes no sense. To body bag another one of his points, this guy said Canelo Alvarez ducked the Charlo mandatory and Andrade undisputed. But the problem with that is the lie detector determined that that was a lie as well. And when you look at it, you see Canelo Alvarez was never mandated to fight Jermall Charlo. He was never mandated to fight this guy. So what the hell is he talking about? Everything that he stated is ass. I mean, look at it like this. So that's body bag. And Canelo Alvarez never ducked Demetrius Andrade undisputed at 160 because he tried to make a fight between him and Demetrius Andrade. He petitioned the IBF to fight the WBO middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade, and that request was denied by the IBF. He was stripped of his titles, and Sergey Deverenchenko priced himself out. That is what happened. You don't try to make fights and petition to fight Demetrius Andrade if you're trying to duck him, you dumbass. Let's be honest and unbiased. Once again, this guy is a rider for anything anti-Canelo. This guy is a hater and he has no credibility. He's mad at the fact that Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing, the number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, and he is not black. Because men lie, women lie, but the facts don't lie.